Every one of us, when we take social studies classes, knows how important the census is. It is a gauge of not only the island's population, but also how much we make, what we're spending on, how much education we have, and a whole bunch of things that really help our way as Americans. We have here on the KUAM couch Robert Clark with the Guam Census Office.
Hi.
How's day, Robert?
How's day?
Very good to have you here. And
Yes, sir.
Tarina Long, the Census Advisor.
Yes, how's day?
I know we had the great pleasure of interviewing you about, week and a half ago when you guys christened your brand new facility. So
yes,
congratulations.
at the opening. Thank you very much.
Very nice digs from what I saw.
It's very nice. I think we're very proud of that building
Nice
and
big
that
space.
office.
Very cool.
Yes.
Well, as they say, many hands make light work, and a good facility is conducive to productivity. But to the former point, you guys need help, though, because the census is a big job.
It is a large operation, and we are so excited to be kicking off the 2020 Census of Guam, and we are holding several events. We're here to talk about a couple of our job fairs that are happening starting next week, October 23rd.
23rd, yeah, Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, so Robert, I know most people watching this right now on YouTube, their ears just perked up and like, oh wait, job fair?
Yeah.
And now immediately, I can already tell because I know our audience, we got smartest people on Guam, like watch our show.
Yeah.
They're thinking, how many hours do I have to dedicate if I want to do this, and how much do I make?
Well, these jobs, there's a variety of jobs from field operations supervisor all the way down to the enumerators who are going to be the ones going out and knocking on the doors and things like that. The pay ranges from a little over $13 to around $20. So, yeah, there's a range depending on the position. And,
That's solid money.
Yeah.
That's rent money right there.
Yeah.
Flexible hours. That's the other
And they
thing.
are flexible hours too. So, we're not just looking for people who, don't have jobs. We'll also be hiring people who want to have something on the side too, so they are flexible.
What type of qualifications do you look for? Like if someone wants to be like an enumerator and the person who, those of us who are at least 25 years old, we know
Right.
like the really friendly folks walk around, hi, can I, ask you a couple questions? Here's a questionnaire, but what do you have to do to be able to do that kind of work?
So definitely we're looking for outgoing people because, again, you are interfacing with the public. So the more friendly you are, the better for the operation. But our basic qualification is you must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or a GED equivalent, and be able to pass a background check.
Oh, okay. Do you have to provide your own transportation?
Yes.
Okay. And this is Guam, so we're a driving town, so you're going to need your own car.
Oh, yeah.
This is true. This is true.
Okay. Okay, so this is one of several events and everything like that.
Yes.
What else have you got coming up?
Well, in addition to the job fair that we're having at Agana Shopping Center on Wednesday, we're also doing some village outreach. We're partnering up with a bunch of the village mayors. So far, we're working with the Dededo Mayor's Office, Agana Mayor's, Agate, Mayor's Office in Ahanya. And yeah, we're just having tables out there, getting the word out, letting people know what the census is all about, and also letting them know that we are looking for a few good men and women, actually a lot of good men and women. So yeah, there are those. I think the very next thing we have in line is we've got a table at the upcoming National Guard event on, gosh, when is that? Is that on the 19th?
The 19th.
Yeah.
Is that their open house?
The
Yes,
open
the
house.
open house.
Okay,
Yes,
very
that's
nice. We
correct,
just had them
yeah.
in here the other day, some of the
Yeah.
guards people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Exciting.
nice.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. Our office manager is Bernadine Guinness, and she has done an amazing job in the
Yes.
outreach, working with the
Yes.
mayors to ensure that we have an opportunity to reach out to the local community because we do need their help, and this is a huge operation. We are hiring hundreds and hundreds of people, so we're super excited about all of the events that we have planned.
Oh, yeah.
All right, most excellent.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
once the data is gathered and it's compiled and it's analyzed, and that's not an easy job. It's very, very time consuming, and there's a lot of it.
Right.
When will we actually know the results of the census as it's taken?
Right, so obviously there's a lot of work, as you just mentioned, that has to happen. We are looking for data releases in the beginning, in summer of 2021. We don't have an exact date yet, but that is our target.
And I tried to, just gloss over like how important the census is to our way of life here. But we've had some people from the Economic Development Association or agency, I should say, here that really talk about like, do not shortchange exactly how important the census is to our
Yes.
way of life in terms of
Yes.
interest rates, in terms of taxes and everything. So, Robert, can you explain exactly what this means to us?
Well, I think actually Terry would know a little bit more about
I mean,
that. She's really good.
It's really the opportunity. It's a once every 10 years opportunity to get an accurate picture of the happenings that's happening here in Guam. So for us, we look at it as your opportunity within your community to say, this is what I make, this is what I need. And so the questions we're asking are getting to the heart of those issues, and we're using, on the back end, those statistics will be used to give your people more educated I'm saying as I messed that up a little bit, but a more educated response to what you're actually trying to convey. So for example, if you need to build schools in a particular village, you can use census statistics to actually determine where those schools need to be based upon the information that's collected
Which
from
we
the
desperately
2020
need here.
census.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is basically the foundation, the fabric of how we're going to move forward, because I mean, this is the critical data that everybody's going to come back to and says, okay, what's our population? What's the gross earning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Where are the
median
clusters? Right,
earnings per household.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And like the governor said at our ribbon cutting event recently, she's like, you know, we want to find out, are we in an older island, a younger island? You know, those kind of demographic information and data are really valuable to, you know, every aspect of life here on the island. So.
Yes.
Okay,
really
so
excited.
for average Joes like me, right? When can I expect some friendly folks? Is it like a flyer that they'll leave in like my little door jam? They'll say, "Can you
Well.
please be here between 2 to 4 on Friday afternoon?" Or like what days of the week, what times of day?
So you'll first start seeing people in your neighborhood beginning in February, and they're just going to be walking around just documenting all the different structures in the different areas. And then beginning in March is when somebody will come knock on your door and say, "Hi, I'm with the 2020 census." If you're not there, then yes, you will get a little notice of visit asking you to give us a call, and then we can set up an appointment for what time is best to come back and do the actual interview.
Okay, so like you were saying, Robert, there is flexibility, not only for the people who
Yes,
do the enumeration,
absolutely.
but
Yeah.
also for those of us who will fill out the survey.
You know, the goal of the census here in Guam and nationwide is to, you know, to count everyone once, only once, and in the right place. That's the slogan. So, you know, we want to make sure that we're accommodating also for each resident. You know, we don't want it to be an undue burden or anything like that. So we're very flexible in that regard.
Okay, I got to tell you, when I was taking social studies, as I said at the top of the segment, we thought census was like a little bit stuffy, a little bit boring. You guys love your work.
Yes.
That's abundantly clear.
Yes,
I'm
I'm-
excited about